herpes 2 or HSV2, in other words. How did you get it? And is it different than herpes 1? So it is a different strain of the herpes virus, yes. And it is almost always just spread and in the genital area, whereas HSV1 can be oral or genital or sometimes in a few other places. So herpes 2 is spread from skin to skin contact through mucosal membranes, so skin that has susceptibility to catching the virus, which is a side note, a reason why women often get it more than men. Like, it's easier to spread from a man to a woman because the vaginal area has more open mucosal membranes. And then it can also be spread through fluids, so through semen. And keep in mind that means that you don't actually have to have like full penetration to contract the herpes virus. And once it goes into your system, it travels through the nervous system, and then it rests in a bundle of cells at the base of your spinal cord. So it can stay dormant, and often, if a person's immune system is very strong, it'll just stay dormant forever. And that is why over 75 to 90%, or it's estimated between 75 and 90% of people who have HSV2 don't even know they had it. They could have been exposed to it, but because they have a highly functioning immune system, they never have an outbreak, and then they can spread it. So that is why it brings me to, I believe that if you are being physically intimate with more than one person at any point in your life, dating, if you choose to do that, you should be asking the other person, have you been tested for the herpes virus? Because it is not included, as we know, on a standard STD panel in most cases. You have to ask. I also think, when if you're waiting for the one, which is amazing, and you think that makes you safe, you have to remember that when you meet the one, if they've at any point in their lives been sexually active, they have a chance of having it as well. So I just want to reiterate that. That's why the stigma needs to be erased, because you can have one sexual partner and get genital herpes. You can have multiple, you can have 2 or 3 and be just, feel so like you're not sleeping around and still get it. It is so common. It's estimated right now that at least 1 in 5 adults have the HSV2 virus in their systems. So not all of them are having active outbreaks, and that's where I come in. If you ever want support getting rid of your outbreaks or making sure you don't get outbreaks if you've tested positive for the virus, I really help people build up their immune systems and make lifestyle changes that lead to less outbreaks and less severe outbreaks. Talk soon.